Hey there, colleague. What in the world's going on? Hope that you're doing good and are enjoying this thing that we do together called life and teaching. And if you're not, just hold on, because things change, don't they? But listen, it's not time for me to do fortune cookie stuff. It's time for me to talk to you about the any benefit approach to decision making. This is a big, big problem in many of our lives. Many of us are super well-intentioned, altruistic, like we're teachers, we're kind of like the best people ever. We're kind of like the best kind of people. We can agree on that, right? But a major blind spot that people like us have when it comes to deciding, should I do this? Should I pick up this project? Should I pursue that activity? Should I say yes to sponsoring the club? Should I sign up for this new endeavor at school or at church or in my community? A major blind spot that we have is we take the thing that we're thinking about doing and we say, is there any benefit to this? What good could potentially come of this? And us being so smart, we obviously find benefits in just about anything. Don't we? Like, if I sponsor that club, I could have relationships with students that I wouldn't be able to have otherwise. Oh, if I coach that sport, I could be helping the school and I could be interacting with more people in the community. Oh, if I take this extra class and I could learn this new stuff that would help me in my life. You know what I mean? Like, we will always find a benefit in stuff that we at least kind of want to do. That's just human rationalization. The trouble is that the long-term ramifications of any benefit decision-making are that you've got way too much on your plate and you end up living the default contemporary life. What's the default contemporary life? Frenetic, frenzied, stressed, hurried, rushed, rushed, topsy-turvy, crazy, loopy, makes you want to drink a lot of coffee or beer, or eat lots of chicken quesadillas at Taco Bell. That's not a personal example. Yeah, and none of us want to live the default life, do we? Nobody grows up thinking, someday I hope that I'm super stressed out, beyond imagination. I envision myself someday being a person who always is telling themselves, hey, once you get past this semester, this year, this phase of your child's lives, then things will be easier. That's kind of who I want to be. Like, no one. But we all end up there. So if you're like, oh, Dave, you're making me feel bad. No, we all end up there. But I want you to see, the whole point of this video is I want you to see that the any benefit approach to decision making is a major reason why we end up there. And hey, let's give some credit where it's due. This idea of any benefit decision-making comes from Cal Newport, computer scientist at Georgetown, the deep thinker of deep thinkers, in his book, Deep Work, which I have at my house, not at school right now, so I can't show you. Let's pretend this is the book. So instead of any benefit decision making, the next time that you're faced with a decision about signing up for something new, enlisting in something new, agreeing to do something new, ask yourself, what am I fundamentally after in this area of my life? What am I fundamentally after in all areas of my life? Is this thing as close as it could possibly be, those fundamental objectives, those Everest objectives? And if it is, sign up. But if it's not, and I would argue that 99% of the opportunities that come at us probably aren't as closely aligned as they ought to be, then consider saying no and using that recouped time to do what makes the most sense to you to help you make progress towards your fundamental Everest level objectives. Hey, I hope this helped. Go ahead and share your own advice about any benefit approach decision making and not doing it in the comments below. Like, subscribe. That really helps YouTube know that people should get recommended these videos because we all need a little dose of sanity sometimes, don't we? I've got a time management course linked to that below and also a time management seminar coming up. If you're watching this when it's a new video, you can see details for that below too. Okay, take care of yourself and I'll see you next time.